Up, bench warmers, and welcome to the final 2020 NFL season prediction, finishing with the final place of the AFC East, the New York Jets. I'm very proud of myself. I actually completed it this year and didn't rush it like I did last year. Stuck with it. I took a little break every now and then, but it feels good to finish. It feels really good. So, next video will be the full playoffs. Now, obviously, my predictions aren't 100% even right now because things changed. Like the Vikings trading for Yannick Ngakoue makes them a little bit better. I don't think I really changed much for their predictions though. Maybe 9-7 instead of 7-9. But with the New York Jets here, I think they are better than what my prediction portrays. But just like the Dolphins, they have such a tough schedule. Just the AFC East has one of the toughest. They have some of the toughest opponents, in my opinion, this year. And last year they had some of the easiest. So the Jets got rid of Robbie Anderson. Well, he walked in free agency. They drafted Denzel Mims, and they got Frank Gore. I think they did other things, but it doesn't. Do those things really make a difference? No, not really. They drafted Denzel Mims. That's cool. Sam Darnold, he has not had a fair chance really in his career yet, and I'm pretty sure his freshman, his first year, his rookie year, it was he played one more game than Josh Rosen did, and his stats were about as bad. So I don't get why Josh Rosen got such a bad rep, and I feel so bad for him. But Sam Darnold, I think he's still a good quarterback. I just don't think the Jets are the franchise for him because I don't think the Jets are a good franchise. Kind of like with the Washington football team, just a poorly run franchise. Doesn't matter who's at quarterback for the most part. So the Jets are not going to be doing too well, obviously, since they are in last place. But like I said, I do think their roster is better than what than what this record's going to portray, which is going to set them up pretty nicely for next year. I hope. They just need a couple. I think what they need is just wide receivers, and then maybe a couple more pieces on defense, and they might actually have something. But also Adam Gase, get rid of him and hire a real head coach. Adam Gase is not it. So, without further ado, the first date of the final prediction is 16 and oh no. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Jets fans, but you should actually be used to this by now. So, you're going to lose to the Bills. Bills are better. It's week one, so you know what? Maybe week one you do win. In fact, no. Bills are coming out swinging. They have a statement. They are taking the division this year, and they want to just beat anybody in their division. So they do that week one. Jets lose. Week two, 49ers. I mean, look at that stretch. Look at how many good teams. Those are all good teams. Those every single one of those teams has solid rosters. They could easily go 0-8. I could actually see the Jets being the worst team in the league, which could set them up. Maybe they pull a Cardinals, and even though they got Sam Darnold, they go for like Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields number one. That would be crazy. But they're gonna lose the 49ers outright. Maybe the Colts. Colts defense and their run game, I think, is going to be really, really good though. I still don't fully trust Philip Rivers. Some people have brought up, oh, but the O line in LA wasn't as good as it's going to be in Indianapolis. True, But he also made a lot of bad choices and a lot of bad throws without pressure in his face. So I just think Philip Rivers. I think Philip Rivers doesn't have it anymore. But I think overall, Colts are still the better team, giving it to the Colts. Broncos, they are going to be. I think Vic Fangio, year two, going to be solid. I think that defense is going to be okay, pretty okay. Thursday night. Wait, that's Sunday. That's not okay. I was going to say that better not be prime time. That would have been a garbage prime time game. But Thursday, going to be the Broncos. Their offense is just so much better. Maybe the Jets defense can hold it a little bit, but not enough. Same thing with the Cardinals. That offense is going to be really good, assuming Kyler Murray is who we think he is. But maybe he has a sophomore slump. But this is with the assumption that he's who we think he is. So I don't think the Cardinals have a chance to lose that game. The Chargers, this is the first. Well, I guess not the first because I said maybe the Colts. But the Chargers, maybe. Maybe the Jets could take it. But I just don't see it. I think if they have Herbert playing, then that defense could probably catch Herbert off guard. And maybe make a few. He's one of those rookies that's going to have some work to do. Kind of like Jordan Love. So I don't see the Chargers playing him. I see them playing Tyrod. And Tyrod's going to be careful with the ball. And they've got weapons on offense. And they got quite the defense. I don't see it happening. You're going to split with the Bills. And I have that happening for the sole reason of a division rival. But I could easily see the Bills sweeping you. And there's no chance, even if Patrick Mahomes is hurt, even if it's Matt Moore, or is he still their backup? I don't know. Whoever their backup is, probably going to still beat you. So, your 1-7 could easily be 0-8. But you could also be 3-5. So, with the last half of the last prediction, L. Win. Bye week. L. 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 I have you going 2-14. Like I said, your roster's better than what this prediction is. But it's such a tough schedule. Now, there are definitely some games you could win. But let's go over what I have first. You're getting swept by the Patriots, beaten in Week 9, Monday night, and beaten in Week 17. Whether it's Stidham or Cam Newton, I don't think you're going to beat the Patriots. Even with everybody that opted out, everybody that left in free agency, I just think the Patriots have the better. At that point, it's coaching. It's Bill Belichick versus Adam Gase, and Belichick is better, hands down. So Belichick's going to beat you twice. But you're going to then split with the Dolphins. And this one, I think in the division, the Dolphins and the Jets are the closest together is in terms of talent. But the Dolphins are just a little bit more talented. But the Jets have a better defense, and a defense that's been together a little bit longer. Now, every team had some opt-outs, so I'm not really putting that into the account other than the Patriots just because of how many pieces they lost. Not just in the opt-out, but the Jets are going to win the first one in the Dolphins and lose to the second one. Just because division, you're splitting it. And then the Raiders are going to beat you. I think the Raiders could be up and coming, and this could finally be the year they put it somewhat together and show that next year is their year. Because I still don't think the Raiders are going to have a top-tier roster. But one more year with John Gruden could work. And that works out. It's, halfway through John Gruden's 10-year contract? Maybe a little bit before. So, Raiders, They got better offensive pieces. Run game might be a little bit more even. You got Lev Bell and Frank Gore, but they got Josh Jacobs, and I'm pretty sure they got another rookie. So their run game's going to be pretty good, but they got better receivers. You have the better quarterback, but they got better everything else. You might have the better defense. So this one could be a toss up, but I'm giving it to the Raiders. Then the Seahawks, you don't have a chance. Rams, possibly, but it's a long shot still. Browns, I don't think Sam Darnold's. I don't think the Jets have beaten the Browns since Darnold and Baker have been drafted. So I'm gonna stick with that theme going. Is the Browns just beat the Jets for that? So 2-14, final prediction. Now your floor, and yes, it can get worse. 1-15. I don't see you going 0-16. But with this kind of prediction, there was a couple years ago where it was the year the Browns went 0-16. I think everybody expected the Jets go 0-16 because nobody thought they really had anything. It kind of feels that a similar way this year. Some people still are believing in Darnold and thinking he'll elevate the whole team. I just think Adam Gase holds him back, and I don't think he's got the weapons on offense to do so. I mean, he's got Denzel Mims, I think Bashad Perryman. He's got Le'Veon Bell and Frank Gore, but I don't know if that's enough right now, especially with Adam Gase as your coach. So your floor is 1-15. I have you going 2-14. But let's say you win the ones I thought could be toss-ups. 6-10. It's the best you can do. It's just too tough. Well, okay, let's say you split with the Patriots. There. 7-9. 7-9's the best. I think that's a game better than last year. I'm not sure what you did last year. 2018, I'm pretty sure you were 6-10. So, 7-9 actually would be kind of overachieving in my opinion for the Jets. But it's possible. It's definitely possible. But I just think the Colts are going to be too good for you. The Rams, Browns, and Patriots are all going to be too good for you. So 2-14, my final 2020 NFL prediction is over. 2-14. And there we have it. I will see you in the next one where we go over the entire NFL playoffs.